For today's kid-friendly tutorial, I'm going to be walking you through how to paint a shark using watercolors. So let's get started sketching it out. So first things first, you want to draw a line that goes up and then comes back around and then up again. So it's up, back around, and up again. Then we're going to do another line that does the same thing, but it's about an inch away from this line. So, but right about here, we come down and then up around. And right now, it's gonna look a little bit like it has a shape of a whale, and that's okay. We're gonna come around and form the mouth now. So around and back, like a U shape. Then we're gonna do the back fin. And we're gonna draw a little rainbow shape where the eye's gonna go. Then I want to do a fin going down and another little fin here, and then I'm going to draw the back fin. So that one, you'll do one going that way and one line going that way, and then they're going to meet in the middle. Next, I'm going to do the teeth. So we're going to have little triangles go all the way around the mouth. And this is very important. For the inside of the mouth, you draw the line that starts right up here by the first tooth and comes back down. And so that's the basic shape that you want for the shark. And now we can get started with adding the color. So I want to take clear water and I'm going to dab the clear water all throughout the shark. Dab, dab, dab. Fill it all in. And once you've filled everything in, that's when we'll lay the color down. So you're going to want to fill in the entire body. And the reason we put the clear water first is because then when you add the paint, it adds a nice variation in color. So some paint bleeds more in the water than other paint. So take your time, pause the video if you need to, and I want you to fill in the whole painting with a good amount of water. Not so much water that there's big bubbles on your page, but enough water that the whole thing is nice and shiny. And I have paper that dries super quick, so I have to work fast. And some of you guys will have paper that doesn't dry as quick. So I'm gonna fill in that fin, and I'm gonna leave that one for after. So then I'm gonna take some really dark blue. I'm gonna start putting it in, and I'm not gonna fill up every single spot. I'm just gonna do some spots. So we're gonna fill up all along the back. I'm gonna do a little bit at the nose. And as it dries, the watercolor is actually gonna make its way around to everywhere where you put clear water. So that's kind of fun. So as it dries, you can actually go like this and make it move around a little bit. And that helps it really cover up the whole paper. So now that I've added quite a bit of blue, I'm actually going to take a light blue or a teal and I'm going to add that along the bottom. Because my paper's still wet, it's going to go everywhere. Just like that. And just around the back fin. And actually I'm gonna do a little bit more dark here so that it's nice and dark. And we're gonna let this dry 100% before we do another layer on top. Okay, so now that that layer is dry, we can go ahead and add another layer over top. And for the second layer, we're only gonna do it on the top part of the shark. So we're gonna do a lot of clear water just like before, but we're gonna have it stop about halfway down. And that's because the bottom part of a great white shark is usually close to white. So for us, it's gonna be a teal color, but that's okay. So I'm gonna take the dark blue, and just like the last time, I'm gonna just drop it in. And if you're not quite here yet, just remember you can always pause the video. So I'm just kind of dropping it in, same as before, in sort of random places, but not everywhere. And that way, as it dries, it'll just like before make its way around. But while that's sort of drying right there, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take a bigger brush. I'm gonna finish this up, but I'm gonna take a bigger brush and we're gonna do some splatters to make it look like the shark is splashing around in the water. And the way we do that is we take a large brush like this one, it's flat and wide. We take a lot of water and then a lot of paint on the brush, and we actually use 2 hands or 1 hand, whatever you are more comfortable with, and you do some splatters. And you do tons and tons of splatters right near the back. And when you do that, it'll look like that tail is flapping in the water. Then I'm gonna do some on the body too. And here I'm not gonna do quite as many. I don't want them to go as crazy. And then I'm gonna do some teal ones behind, just right here. A few here. And that's all I want for that part. So now that I have dark blue on the top, blue splatters, and some teal splatters as well, I'm gonna go ahead and color in this fin too. I'm gonna make this one light blue at first, then I'm gonna drop in just a tiny bit of darker blue towards the top. As it dries, it'll make its way down. And that way it looks like this fin is further behind. And then I'm gonna fill in all of this mouth, and I'm gonna make the mouth red. So I'm gonna do some clear water in here, just a little bit. Then I'm gonna take my red and start filling in the mouth with red. And I'm being very careful to leave my teeth white. And I'm being also careful not to touch the blue. So if you have to wait for your blue to dry first, that's totally fine. If you have a lot of control with a paintbrush, you can actually just go right in and do the mouth. But that's what I'm trying to do. So we're gonna let this dry completely now, and then we're gonna outline the shark. So now that the painting is 100% dry, we can go ahead and do the final outlining. And we're gonna do that with a very thin brush and some black paint. And basically I'm just gonna make my way around and add a few lines here and there. And if you're happy with it the way it is now, you can leave it, but I like to just add a little bit of detail right at the end. So along the bottom, I do the thinnest little line. I'll even let the brush skip off the page a little bit. And a thin line where the fin is, and where the back fin is. And then I'm gonna come around. And then I'm gonna do the teeth too, just to help define them a little more. You can come around and do the whole mouth as well. And then I'm gonna make the eye a big black circle. And last but not least, I'm just gonna do the back fin. Just like that. And I think that looks pretty good. So we'll just sign it, and that'll be it for today. So if you enjoyed painting along with me, be sure to hit the subscribe button if you wanna see other videos just like this one. And be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed painting along with me. I hope you had fun with watercolors, and we'll see you next time.